When you're from Haringey, you're a part of a diverse tradition of activists, from Bernie Grant to Sheila Peacock even. But the story of Haringey, particularly the east of the borough, can be best told through our young people, from the Broadwater uprisings to the death of Victoria Colombier and the murders of Eugene, of Abdul Karim. How many more I could go on forever. You see, on the east side of the borough, we really struggle. So we're not here because we feel entitled more than any other group in Haringey. We're here because we need our youth services. To us, they matter. When I went to university, my roommate went to Eton, and I would sit with people, the daughters and sons of billionaires, millionaires, and I think, what is a working class boy from Tottenham doing at LSE, studying at SOAS? What am I doing here? We don't feel entitled. We need our youth services. When you take away our youth services, you take away mental and psychological support that our youth workers provide. When you take away our youth services, you take away our opportunity for skills and a safe space for our young people to meet, rather than on the streets where many of us have died. I have seen Councillor Camber herself at some of our events, seeing the valuable things that we do. And you know what? What is most disgusting is that your budget is being cut from 250 million to 200 million. That's 20%. That's £2 from every £10 lost, but our budget is being cut by 75%. That is £7.50 out of every £10. What is left? Do your young people deserve crumbs? And the argument that you put forward that you have a consultation is not true. How can you make such drastic cuts without even consulting young people, service users? We have called for many a consultation. All we ask for is for public scrutiny to happen. Furthermore, we've asked for an impact assessment. You've asked us to express our views, but how can we make decisions on things that we know not? Councillor Rees said this week, it's my decision as a politician to hear the argument before I decide. Surely us as the demos must also hear the information before we can then express a view that is actually correct. So we need the information, and we have called for an impact assessment that we are yet to see. What I find so upsetting is that this is a Labour-run council. Who are you? Who are you? What has happened to the belief in social mobility, safety of our young people? You know, we really struggle, and we need our councillors to understand our story and to represent us properly. And no decision can be made either way until we've had a thorough consultation, we've seen an impact assessment, and we have been consulted properly and adequately. I think that the way that we are being shortchanged nationally is disgusting, but locally I expected better. And I feel that it is a great shame that this chamber has to witness what we are witnessing possibly tonight. So I ask you to think about all the young people, and I'm asking that you do not condemn them to a poverty trap that is oh so real. I can count the number of friends that I have on one hand from my road, Chandos Road Avenue, who were able to aspire to university. One, me. And I think that that is horrible that at a local level we condemn them to 75% cuts when your budget is being cut by 20%. That is wrong.
Questions?
Thank you very much. That was a really incredible presentation. Thank you. I just wanted to ask you a couple of things. I was going to talk about consultation, but we've had that already. The meeting tonight, as you know, is to set the budget. What would you say now to everybody? There is, as you know, there's a Liberal Democrat amendment in to... There's a Liberal Democrat amendment in, and I would hope that your deputation would have some effect on the councillors. We are going to be allowed to vote on the amendments separately. Would you like to say anything else finally to everybody in the room?
The budget is being cut by 20%. Youth services are being cut by 75%. Youth services provide opportunities for social mobility in a borough that really does struggle. Youth services provide a safe space for young people to meet and socialise and learn. Youth services are a form of safeguarding a community from deprivation, from crime, from low mobility. So if you believe in safeguarding, which I hope that you do, considering what we have been through as a borough, as a community, then you will understand the value of our youth services in Haringey. And you should rethink such drastic cuts, or at least think before you take a picture saying that you believe in them, Councillor Reif.
Mr. Goldberg.
Thank you, Simeon, and thank you for your presentation. As you know, I met with your group 3 times between December, and I explained to you the level of cuts that we're facing. Cuts to the area-based grant, which have decimated the youth service budget, and actually for us to kind of keep a 25% of it, has been about reforming and thinking imaginatively to get the 1.25 million. I don't think anyone on this side, I speak for us all, would say that we're happy with the package that we have, or with any cuts to any service that someone values, and I think you put forward the case very well. But one of the things that came to light to me when you spoke, and when I met with some of your colleagues, was the impact of the reduction of the EMA. Now, we've already heard Councillor Cober talk tonight about 3,700 kids in the east of this borough, across the borough, that rely on the EMA. We've also, to add to that, the welfare support package that Cornell have to support people to go on to further education. It's been cut by in the region of 1.5 million, making a total cut for young people going on to further education, which is obviously the gateway to higher education that you spoke so eloquently about, being cut in this borough by £6 million. And I wondered if you could express to me the kind of views of your group about the impact of the EMA and actually how that has impacted on mobility as well as in relation to the youth service.
Wait, can I ask Councillor Reif to... Sorry.
I guess our response would be, if this council was so conscious of the effect of the cuts at national level, why do they enforce them even harder at local level? And this, for us, is our concern, because at a national level we have a Conservative-led coalition, so we expect that at national level. At local level, what's your excuse?
Turn your mic off.
I'm good. Let's go! Yeah, we bring the stars out. We bring the women and the cars and the cards out. Let's have a toast, a celebration, get a glass out. And we can do this until we pass out.
Let it play, let it go away.
Yeah.
We won't come down until we hit the ground.
Yeah, pass out. Yeah, I'm in charge now. I'm a star and I brought my cars out. I live a very, very, very wild lifestyle. Heidi and Audrina, eat your heart out. I used to listen to you, don't wanna bring arms out. I've got so